I wanted to talk a little bit about process improvement. I'm going to do some future videos on the subject again. I've already talked about it in the previous ones, but there's a lot of things to talk about with process improvement. There's so many different methods and tools out there. It's crazy. So I wanted to bring it up because something came up recently that I just felt I needed to talk about. Technically in brainstorming, there's nothing that's a bad idea. You throw it on a board and you go through it. In the end, you come up with a solution to whatever it may be, because you may have 100 things you throw on a board that you're brainstorming amongst your team, and you only come out with one actual improvement. But remember that improvements are supposed to improve something. I've seen it happen too often where an improvement is thrown out there because the individual doesn't want to do something or feels it's too difficult, right? Depending on the size of the business, you'll have probably more than one person doing something. So you want that improvement to actually make a difference to more than just one person. You want the entire company to benefit. You want your customer and client to benefit. So if you have something in place, say an online system that you have designed, and after you've implemented it, you've worked it, you have one individual, maybe two or three even, that are using it and say, well, why can't we do this? Why can't we do that? And then you look at it and you evaluate it, right? Because all improvements have to be reviewed for feasibility. But if it's because they're not reading the process, they're not understanding the process on how they're supposed to use that system, then that may be a problem. Doing something supposedly as an improvement in the system, only to benefit you because you may be too busy to do this or that in the system, isn't really an improvement, because you may review it and say, well, to do what you want, I'm going to have to spend all this time and effort to redesign this system. And it's actually going to be more to manage long term. And in the end, it's going to cost more time and money. It's going to be more resources. So it's actually not an improvement, right? So, again, there's tons of ideas that go out there, brought up as an improvement, but are they really feasible? They all have to be reviewed for feasibility, right? So I just want to throw that out there because, you don't want an improvement to cover laziness in the workplace. You want an improvement to actually improve the employee's work life and the customer and our client. All right.